Morning, everyone. My name is Chris-Beth Cowie. I'm the host of BizGrams. Welcome to our show and the founder of Empowered for X, where we get a chance to work with dynamic entrepreneurs on a daily basis, supporting their growth and success. And I'm super excited because today's guest is a very special person. When she walked into our doors, discovering, hey, I know you. We actually went to the same high school together, North Park Secondary in Brampton. So I'm going to dub this show the North Park Secondary Edition, and we're shouting out all of the North Park past alumni, current students, and staff just to say hello. We love you. You know, I love North Park. The good and the bad, all of the journey of high school dramas and all of it. It happened there. It forever etched in my memory, but I appreciate that place so much. Alexandra, thank you so much for being here with us today. You are a dynamic writer, storyteller, mental health advocate, and the founder of Speak the Words Storytellers. So welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. And Alexandra, let's go back a little, high school, when did your passion for writing and storytelling start in high school? When did that come to fruition?
Yeah, so definitely in high school there, it was a process because I was still, I guess, dealing with a lot of things in high school and trying to find or assert my identity. But thankfully, there's some great educators actually at North Park. One of them was, I still always remember her because she was a co-op teacher there. And in my last year of high school, not many people would have, I don't think many people would have thought of me of going into journalism because, typically you associate journalism to be really extroverted and really outgoing. And I was a really kind of shy, insecure kid back in high school. And this teacher, she really believed in me and she kind of landed me an internship with a campus newspaper, The Eye Opener. And it was really an incredible experience. And she's the one that made that connection for me. And it's from there actually that I realized more that writing is what I really want. I always knew I loved writing, but I guess journalism school helped me kind of tap more into being able to write in different formats. And I truly enjoyed my time as a student. And it was actually because of that teacher that I was able to eventually get into Ryerson University journalism program. And from there, I guess things kind of took off. I've learned to try and delve more into my own voice and writing about the things that I really care about, like mental health and poverty and just more of the social issues. Trying to tap more into that aspect. But I guess I do all the way back from there. I just realized when I was talking that that teacher really made a difference for me. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have even got the internship, I don't think. Yeah.
Hey, I'm always for shouting out the teachers. And I can honestly say likewise in high school, and why I love North Park so much, it was my first school or Canadian exposure coming from Trinidad and Tobago. And like yourself, finding identity, finding a place. And there were some great teachers, some powerful teachers, but one in particular, I go back to Laura Blackwood. I love you. I appreciate you. I value the value that you saw in me to say, you can do it. I believe in you. And teachers have so much power and influence over students' life. And, Alexandra's story about that teacher pouring in, seeing the value, regardless if you're introvert or extrovert, but saying, you can do this, try this, and even standing by the student as they fail through it, right? Where it's life. So congratulations to your story and that teacher that once inspired you and saw something and promoted you in that way. So that's really awesome. So Alexandra, tell us about your organization and what is it that you do to amplify the voices of the people that you work with?
Yeah, so I'm just starting now, but I started with just basically helping out some kids that I knew before, and I'm still helping in that capacity, just some middle school kids with their writing, and I was doing that in a as a tutor in that kind of capacity. And I was actually learning a lot myself, even as I was teaching these children. And I realized I loved it because I would just try and create my own activities as well while I was doing these lessons. And I learned so much from talking to children, and I just love their energy and their vibe and just how they just believe in anything. I want to get back to that place, just believing that that anything literally is possible. So from there, I started Speak the Words Storytellers, and I'm still in the starting phase, but definitely the vision of it is to kind of get more into the low income communities and be able to provide them with diverse materials, authors, characters that look like them, and just helping them learn to not be afraid of their voice. I know for myself as a shy child, I was afraid to talk or even write anything, but we're living in a great time where a lot of authors and books out there are helping children be able to be confident in who they are, regardless of what that is. And I just want to be able to promote books that really encourage that and promote that. And so like part of how we do that is through providing those materials, bringing awareness to those books, especially local books, and just also featuring authors that have their own stories and how they got those books out there. And we do that through video interviews and also through features as well. So that's all part of how we try and get the word out about what amazing literature there is out there for children from ages of 5 to 12. And that's something that I'm growing into and learning as I go along, but I definitely enjoy it. Yeah.
Hey, that is so wonderful. I think, just sometimes it's stumbling your way into it, but really from that passion, starting and tutoring, and you're considering yourself a lifelong learner as well, and really realizing that you can go further and create so much more impact in, as you said, focusing on low-income communities and that exposure, right? I think oftentimes the books that we get or the stories that we're told comes from one lens and one lens alone, and not really realizing the value and richness, and in particular among the Black community. It's so interesting. I just want to do a quick shout out, a coloring book that I got from one of our clients here, Sophia Jackson. And I love books. There's a library of books here at E4X, and really finding local authors and saying, hey, you've done well, we want to promote you, and exactly what you're talking about here. It's so powerful and needed. I can't stress that enough, needed in our community to continue to inspire young Black boys and girls that they have value, they have a voice that could be shared. So that is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is really good. So one of the things I know you're really passionate about is talking about mental health and being an advocate in that space. Do you want to tell us kind of where that journey stemmed from, and what is it that you do to help people in this space?
Yeah, so definitely that's something that was, I guess, impressed on my heart. But of course, when I was in the struggle, I wasn't really seeing that, like how to marry the two, my love for writing and my passion for mental health. But I did go through experience actually back in high school, and it kind of was really hard for me. And then I just realized, I guess, during that time, how important it is to have a supportive community and just to be able to have people around you that value and show you that you matter and that you care. And I think what's great about, once again, this time we're living in is that there are so many resources out there for, I guess, youth battling different mental health issues. And it's just a matter of tapping into that. And so that's part of why I'm kind of have a burden for mental health. It is from personal experience, but also because I do think it's an important topic. And I do believe by producing the content along that, in that space, that you're able to like connect with and bring awareness to an issue that is, and kind of make sure that the stigma of mental health is not there anymore. We're trying to erase that stigma and make it acceptable to talk about the things you're going through, to talk about your challenges, and just to make sure that your story is heard. And part of why, how I did that is I started off just writing my own story, and I'm working on releasing that in print form. And then I'm now trying to partner with other mental health professionals and therapists in terms of being able to produce that content and get it into the right hands, and by doing that, hopefully save lives.